Hey guys, ZFR back here again today, and this is going to be my review for the Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone DLC. And pretty much, guys, you guys know how I feel about the Witcher 3. It was so far it's absolutely been my favorite game this year. And Hearts of Stone, it really just brought it back home for me. It really just knocked some stuff out of the ballpark once again. It just improved on a already fantastic game, in my opinion, to be honest. And I might sound a little biased, and maybe I am, I don't know, but I'm gonna try to be as honest here as I can. Like, I'm not going to like cover any big stuff up or anything, but I'm also not going to ignore all the great things about it. But pretty much this DLC kind of puts you in a bad situation with this guy named, well, I forget his name, but I believe he's called the Master Mir, or Merchant of Mirs, I believe. That's what you can call him. It gets you put between him and a guy named Olgierd Van Eric, I believe, or yes, Van Eric, I think. I can't remember exactly. And also Geralt gets like another love interest in it, and you know that always adds to it and makes things more interesting. But yeah, like pretty much like this DLC, like it really, the story in it is great. Once again, it's just like a really nice piece of story that gets added back on. It introduces a lot of new characters. They're all interesting, just like all the characters in the main game, where like they're all like, they all have like their own little backstory or whatever. And like, you know, it's just interesting to go through this story, and just like you kind of just end up joining Geralt on this quest that just kind of puts him up against new enemies, sets him up with new friends, new choices, and you know, you're just kind of trying to at the end of the day, like just completing a list of tasks. I don't want to get too much into the story here. I'm trying to find a way to say it without actually saying it, you know. But it's like a list of tasks you end up having to do. But anyway, moving on from the story, nothing has really changed gameplay wise, at least not that much. Like, I mean, like, there's new armor, there's new equipment in the game for you to play around with, and there's some pretty cool stuff. Like the end, let me just say, the end of this DLC offers you some pretty cool rewards, in my opinion. Also during the DLC, one thing that I really want to talk about, like it's kind of small, but like I feel like I should just like give it a little bit of praise. They did what the fans wanted, kind of, and they added extra posting slots and stuff, and in the patch before the DLC. Actually, it's not actually a part of the DLC. It's a part of the patch that just came out. But yeah, those extra posting slots really came in handy for me, and they really just make things easier. It may seem like something really small for anyone who hasn't played The Witcher, but if you played all the way through, you know the struggle with just holding two potions or items at once. You know the struggle. But yeah, guys, like, I mean, like The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone, it just touched on all the right points for me. Like, by all means, it's still not a perfect game. There are still problems here and there that people might argue. Like, the combat hasn't really changed that much, or some people might still complain about the movement system, even though I think both of those things aren't really that bad to where like you would take points off a review for them. But yeah, The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone overall is a great piece of DLC that I totally recommend you go out and get if you own The Witcher 3. And if you don't own The Witcher 3, I recommend you go get this game. Like, I mean, I feel like you're just missing out on the best open world game to come out, like, in forever, in my opinion, at least. Like, but anyway, guys, I give The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone, you guessed it, a 10 out of 10. And like I said, you guys might think I'm biased, but like, it's everything great and better that I liked about the main game, and nothing has changed. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next video. ZFR out, guys.